Hey everyone, welcome to Anti-Ruggers United. Today we have an AMA with Catboy, and so I would like to welcome the team to Anti-Ruggers, and let's get started by having the speaker and anyone else on the team that would like to share anything, like basically introduce themselves, tell us about their experience in the real world, like if they have any career, if it's related to crypto at all, and also what their experience is in crypto. And then after that we'll briefly talk about how the Catboy project was created, how the team got together, like how you guys got the idea. And then after we'll go on to the actual project itself. So let's get started right now with Selena. Is that how you say Selena or
Yes, it's correctly Selena.
Selena? Okay, Selena, and you can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background, and then we'll go on to any other team members.
Yeah, that's fine. Hi everyone. I'm Selena, the co-owner of Catboy. I've been here in the crypto space since 2021. I think like most of all of you, since the COVID happened, everyone jumped into the crypto space, and that's how I learned about crypto. I was in previous projects helping people around, like everyone starts like modding and stuff, and that's how I learned the crypto space. I've been a while. I think now it's my like my third or fourth year, in crypto. So yeah, I know my fair share, and now I have my own project called Catboy. We worked on Catboy for more than a year since I joined. Catboy was originally another team with the founder Benny and two other people, and I joined them, and we developed amazing utilities and stuff, and upgraded and updated the Catboy project. I don't know if the founder wants to say something as well, Benny.
Hey. Sorry, I had an issue with. I got kicked from the group. I didn't solve the captcha.
Yeah, you basically just get kicked. You have to just rejoin.
Yeah, I was wondering. No one is talking. I was looking on my phone. Oh shit, I got kicked. So, so yeah, now finally I'm here. Yes, like Selena said, I'm Benny. I'm the founder of Catboy. Basically, since since first, second, day one, I'm in Catboy, and initially we launched it because of the Catgirl hype. I'm not sure if you heard about in the bull run back then. It went to over 1 billion, and then I got the idea to launch the project, the opposite project, Catboy, and now here we are. We are still here, developing a lot of excited stuff, pushing it. And yeah, looking forward.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, it's like a joke, but I would say the opposite project would be Dog Girl, not Catboy. But but yeah. So, what about your guys' like outside of crypto? Like any experience, like any management or any careers that you guys have real life jobs, or like you guys full on crypto, things like that.
So I have a college degree on communication. I am a community manager in several other crypto project groups prior to Catboy, but now my focus is only on Catboy. So yeah, I have my fair share of interacting with people, and I'm socializing, and then I always handle the social media and stuff. So that's what I also do in my private life. I don't know, Benny, do you want to share your stuff?
Yeah, I'm in private. I'm a teacher. Many people would not think that, but yeah, I'm a teacher. And besides, I do crypto. I started crypto in 2021, start of the bull run. And yeah, from there I made a lot of experiences. I started with the bull run, went to the bear market, And yeah,
And now we're here.
So you guys have I seen it, like I think somewhere down here. Or is it? Is this your whole team? Basically your whole core team?
Yes.
Okay.
yes, exactly.
And what countries are you guys all from?
Majority is from Europe.
Okay, Europe. Like I kind of hear like a little bit of an Eastern European accent.
It's like more like mid. Like I'm from Belgium.
Oh, Belgium. Okay. Yeah, because we have a lot of Europeans here. We have Lithuania. We have like basically Estonia, everywhere. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, Europe's. I'm also from Europe myself. Like well, a long time ago. But okay, cool. So you guys are mostly from Europe. One other thing I want to know is there like a specific project that brought you all together? Like, because I know it happens a lot in this space. It's like a whole bunch of mods, on one project, or then you get to know everyone, and then you decide to launch a token. Or are you guys just all from all over the place, or is there anything specific that happened and that you brought you all together?
No, so honestly, so everyone was separately in other crypto group, and with time, I went to a project and he came to a project, and that's how we learned each other, and we became very close. And because everyone had their fair share of experience in this crypto, we were thinking like, hey, why shouldn't we make something? And then we came to the conclusion like, okay, Catboy. Then he collected his friends and stuff, and then I came along, and that's how we grew up in this
Okay.
crypto space.
Okay, one more big thing to discuss team-wise is I'm assuming none of you are like doxed or
Yes, we are
yeah,
KYC to the public. You are doxed?
yeah.
Yes, we
When
are
I started
KYC.
crypto, I put my always my real life picture. I didn't care back then. I had it for like over a year. Even when I started Catboy, I had my doxed profile picture, and then after a time, I just removed it just for safety reasons. But people know how I look like; they know me. I even
Also
had
respectful.
I even had a AMA with CZ private. It's on the Binance page. You can have a look. I'm even there doxed.
Okay, so you dox mostly with your picture though, not like social media or anything like
No,
like
social
that.
media. I don't really share the social media stuffs, but just from pictures, and some close people know my socials as well, but
Okay.
the majority not.
And you guys did KYC, right, for the project itself. Who KYC with GemPad?
Cupcake,
Cupcake is
the marketing.
marketing.
Yes, yeah, she couldn't be here, but yeah, she's always working in the background, and she did the KYC for Catboy.
Okay, so the summary is you're basically anonymous. Bene, right? He's
Yeah.
somewhat doxed. But so the question is, what about towards each other? Do you guys know who everyone is, or at least who
Yeah,
some of you are in real life? Like,
Yes, of course.
yeah.
I
We in
I have
private.
I have seen Salima now several times.
okay, so you guys know each other like in real life. Have you met? Some of the
Yeah,
team met in person? Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so also who would be? I guess you were launched on ETH, right? So for this one, who would be the one that's in charge of the wallets, the contract, all the financial stuff?
That should
Who's
be
the wallet
Benny and
owner and the
Flo.
contract owner? What's that?
That should be Benny and Flo. So Flo is our blockchain developer, and Benny is the
Yeah.
founder, so he has access as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we take care of those. Me together with the contract dev. I know him as well. So we work for a long time together. I know him, and yeah,
okay,
we
good. So you
take
know
care.
this guy is not some guy off of Fiverr or anything like that.
No.
Okay,
He's actually a partner of GemPad as well.
okay,
So
okay, that's good. So I think that basically covers all of that. All right, let's go move on to the project itself. You guys want to do like an introduction, tell us basically the large picture, what it's all about?
I didn't hear you.
Oh,
Sorry.
you want to like introduce the project now, like what it's all about, like what
Yeah,
is your purpose, like what are you guys like trying to
absolutely.
accomplish?
Catboy launched like 2 years ago, and we did a relaunch and created everything new. So first of all, the reason why, so during the bear market, we didn't stand still like every other crypto project out there. They just gave up and stuff. That was not something that we wanted to do. And of course, we had an amazing community. So what we did was revamping everything. We made a new, fresh logo, website, and everything. And of course, the utilities. We have been building the utilities for over 1 year, and we added a lot of utilities that are very interesting for the community. We are an anime/meme project. The meme aspect, the anime aspect is more like we have waifus, Slayer edition. You will see our NFT collections. It's literally anime related, and the meme aspect is because we have like a boy that has cat ears, is like unrealistic thing, and we can always change things up. It's not a weird like just Catboy. We can't really join any hype. No, we're very flexible in the space. So yeah, everything is here for everyone basically. If you don't love anime and you love meme, we have everything for you as well. So yeah, Catboy is a project that's very dear to our hearts. And yeah, if you have any questions regarding that, if you want me to run down the utilities.
Yeah, we could get to the utilities a little bit later. So for now, you said you guys launched, and this is like 2 years ago, you said? Like, so that was a relaunch?
Yes, it was only on BSC, and we decided to do a relaunch because we didn't want to just give up everything, and because we wanted to grow, we wanted to add utilities. We couldn't do that with that current contract. So we had to create a new contract and everything so that we would be able to expand our utilities and build on top of that. So that's the reason. We wanted to be a multi-chain token as well, so that we're not just only stick with only one community, but for both. So we decided to do on Ethereum and on BSC. On the ETH side, we already launched on December 7th, and the BSC side is planned for this week, 21st of February.
Okay, and when you guys relaunched, I'm assuming the previous project was not called Catboy.
No. It was Catboy. It has always been Catboy.
But didn't the cat girl thing was less than 2 years old? The cat girl meme? I thought that
No.
was fairly recent. Was it really? Is it really that? Has it really been that long?
Yes, it's been a very long time, but yeah. We
Also,
were
you guys.
built
Okay.
after the Cat Girl.
Okay, so you had the Catboy on BSC like 2 years ago, and then you relaunched on ETH recently, and now you're doing BSC raise, correct?
Yeah.
And for the Ethereum one, the launch, let's see how long ago it was.
December 7th.
December 7th. That one. Did anyone get airdrops from the relaunch? Because you relaunched, right? So did any of the previous holders from the old one?
Yes.
Did they get like tokens and if the liquidity and all that went from there?
They got sorry, quick. All right. We had
Whitelist.
around 300 holders on BSC, which got an airdrop, and they got an airdrop of 5%, split it to 300 holders. That was not really that much if you calculate it on 300 holders. So it was not really a big airdrop.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Okay.
Yeah, we had to reduce it from 1 to 1 to 1 to 10. So we had to do something because otherwise the airdrop would be over 50% of the supply. So we reduced it
Yeah, we couldn't give a
much.
full airdrop, but we
Yeah,
didn't want to give them nothing and empty-handed. So we made like an agreement and gave them like a small amount of tokens as an
yeah,
airdrop of what they
10%.
hold. Yeah.
Okay, and what was the raise for the Ethereum? I remember it was whitelisted, I think, right? Whitelist
Yeah,
only.
it was whitelisted. It was
So
75. First we were thinking about 100 and then we reduced to 75. And yeah, it got filled within a few minutes.
It was very, very quickly filled.
did it go
We
to
collected
public?
75. No,
No,
it
no,
went not public.
only whitelist. The thing is, there was an issue with, at that time, Ethereum pumped very, very much. It was high volume. The yeah, the fees were very high. A lot of people had issues to buy and trouble and this and that. And so, yeah, but we still filled it with the remaining whitelists. But yeah, a lot
Mm-hmm.
couldn't buy it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's,
Okay, I thought it was hyped. So we could just talk about it briefly right now. So what happened with the Ethereum launch? Because I see
yeah,
like looks like it just went. It didn't really go up. It went just mostly
yeah,
It
down.
didn't.
good
No,
question. That's a good
it didn't
question.
go well.
We
Um,
until today we still can't give you a proper answer because everything was planned beforehand with all partners. After launch, we had post marketing we have planned, but yeah, we really can't tell you the reason.
So was it like just a lot of people that are selling from private sale, or I mean from the whitelist?
yeah. The pre-sellers directly.
Yeah,
So
they were not even. Um, yeah, I really can't tell you to be honest. It was unexpected.
Yeah, because I remember it was pretty hyped, right? And
Yeah, it
I
was.
thought it would
Yeah,
have like a lot of buy
I
pressure,
think people.
but it only went up like a little bit, then it just started
I
dropping.
think people
exactly.
they had too much expectations.
It was not that. We completed everything that we had, and it was an amazing pre-sale, and we
Yeah,
had
it
the
was.
hype. The marketing was amazing. I mean, everyone knew Catboy pre-sale and stuff, but I think I don't want to blame anything, but yeah. So yeah, pre-sellers directly. Yeah, you know.
Was there like a lot of tokens given to like marketers or anything like that? Maybe that could
No,
possibly.
not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So it seems like everyone just basically, cheated because here's what happens a lot of times in this space, especially if you have a pretty large like pre-sale to where but the thing is you guys had whitelist, so that shouldn't have really have been an issue. If it filled fast, I just don't see why. Because people what they do is as soon if it doesn't pump too much, they're like, okay, I guess it's not going anywhere, so they start dumping. And then everyone else panics and then they dump and then usually there's a big dip and then you have the rebound like happen here.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
That's what
very
we
typical.
expected as well. I mean, yeah, it's. I still think it until today. It was. I can't
Yeah,
tell you the right reason.
because I remember that one. We actually talked about this in our private chats, and we were like about the whitelist and all that. We're like, this seems like a pretty good, hype project and stuff. That's how I was kind of like, that's kind of odd that what happened. I thought it was gonna, like take off because this is the kind of stuff that happens a lot of times with the pre-sale that goes on for a long time. Like, there's not much, pressure. Or if it's like a fair launch, it feels like huge amounts and then no one really buys at launch and then people just sell because there's no like, no buy pressure. But this one
Mhm.
was fairly quickly. So that's why I was like, that's
Yeah,
interesting. I wonder. Maybe I'm thinking maybe a whole bunch of guys got whitelists like callers and multiple
Yeah,
wallets and then they probably just like
yeah, that could
dumped it.
be.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
one of the triggers. Yes.
Okay, anyway, that's not honestly it's not too bad if you think about it. Like there's other projects that literally dump 90% from launch price. This one is only about like 50 or so. It's not really too crazy, so it's not like huge. And plus, it's literally right where the dip was from the beginning. So it's not like it keeps on going down, 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 down. You know, like bleeding all the way. So it did pump and went back down to where the resistance or support is right now. So it looks like it's a fairly good floor for the ETH side of it. Okay, so one more question about this token type of stuff before we move on to the actual, more of the use cases and stuff. So now that you're launching on BNB, are the two tokens going to be connected? Is it going to be one for one? Can we transfer between, or is it going to have its own value, its own use case? Basically, is there going to be some arbitrage going on? For example, the market cap here is 137K. And the BNB goes to like, I don't know, 500K. Does that mean that it's better to buy this one because it's cheaper, or like, how is all of that going to work?
Well, we have a bridge developed by a very based bridge dev team, and yeah, after the BSC launch, we have to see. We have to still see when it's the right moment. We will connect both chains with the bridge, and yeah, then you can arbitrage from one bridge to another. Basically, you can, if Ethereum is cheaper, you can buy it cheaper and swap it into BSC. That's basically how the bridge works. And then that's
Okay, so one question about that. Okay, so I see this 10 BNB filled. What is that percentage? Let me see. Is it in here? Is it in the white paper, the tokenomics for the BSC part? Oh yeah.
I
Okay, this is
think you can see it also there.
Yeah, if you go to the
basically the break.
that's
You can
GemPad
click on
or GemPad.
tokenomics.
Oh yeah, right here. There you go. Okay, so pre-sales 52%, staking, locked bridge, team lock tokens, liquidity. Okay, so basically, have you guys, do you know the top of your head, like roughly? Because I mean, I haven't done the calculations, but like for example, like currently, like Ethereum is at 137 market cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how much does GemPad need to raise for the price to roughly equal what the current market cap is on the Ethereum side? Do you guys have any idea about that?
I can just do quick
Because it's 10 BNB and you're
calculations.
getting 52%, right? So
Maybe I would say, just out of my head, maybe 100 BNB around, or a bit more. I'm not sure.
okay, so basically if this goes lower than that, that means the price we're going to be getting at fair launch is going to be lower than the current price on Ethereum, right? That's kind of what I'm trying to
But just the
figure out,
pre-sale. But after launch,
Just
it
pre-sale.
will
It's gonna go up, all
yeah.
up and down and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, there's like an incentive for pre-sale. Let's say if the price is lower, then eventually they're gonna have the bridge, so people could gamble on.
Then the fair
That's what
launch
I'm talking
people, they
about.
have a better price. Yeah.
That's
Right
exactly what
now.
I'm talking about, right? So if pre-sale gets underfilled, then it makes more sense to buy the pre-sale, right?
Yeah.
If it gets like really high up, then that means that the Ethereum section is undervalued. So
Yeah, but the other side, you have to think also from the other side. If, let's say, BNB, we raise 300 BNBs, then the Ethereum side is cheaper. So people go and buy Ethereum side.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
That
you
way,
have
it's
to
good to pay attention.
speculate. I mean, that's how.
Okay, so the sale ends in 2 days. So the thing is, it's a fair launch. The fair launches usually like don't see much traction until like the end. Like
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
true.
people are on the fence because they want to see what the fill is.
Yeah,
Because the
they see
risk,
the market cap, low market
yeah,
cap. I'm gonna
Because
aim.
a lot of times I even got in at like 300 BNB raised, and then by the time it was over, it was like 6,000. I'm like, if I knew it was 6,000, right, I wouldn't have invested because I'm like, I don't think there's gonna be much buy pressure. You know, like the lower, a lot of
Yes,
times
Mhm.
yes,
the lower the
I know
better.
what
So
you mean. I'm the same. I invested in few fair launches and was always waiting first. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like everyone does.
so
Which is
okay, let's see. One more thing I had a question about this earlier is, so I know in the past fair launches their minimum liquidity was 31%. I mean 51%.
mm-hmm.
So now it seems that you could go lower because I see you guys have 31% liquidity.
yeah.
Is that
Correct.
the
There
lowest
is.
on GemPad?
I think that is now. It changed.
It
If
changed
you,
last week. They made
yeah,
new
they had
rules.
like an
Yeah.
update.
So it changed to 31 last week, or do you think it went even lower than 31? Like for minimum?
That I
Ah,
don't know. I
yes.
can't really say, but previously you couldn't go lower than 51%, and they did a major update on GemPad that they now you are able to go lower. I don't know if you can lower than 31, to be honest. But
Okay.
yeah, so
So the big question that I'm sure everyone wants to ask, and by the way, this is one of the reasons why we don't really have a lot of community questions, because people tell me that I'm pretty good at covering everything, so they can't really think of think of
uh,
everything else. So we'll see if we have anything at the end. But like a lot of times, it's like, anyone have any questions? Like, nope, you asked them all. There's nothing I can think of, you know. So one thing I know everyone's gonna be curious about is the liquidity, the 31%. What is
mhm.
the reasoning to have the lower liquidity, and what the 69% that's left? What is that going to be used for? Like, what is it going to be split?
Yeah. So low liquidity is doing good if you launch. It kind of pumps quicker. And 20% will go towards buybacks. So we're also gonna do that also for the BSC side, and we'll cover also the ETH side. So it's gonna be beneficial. Um, yeah, other than that, everything you can see on the tokenomics. Like you see, we have the bridge that needs to be covered, staking, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
So the buybacks, is that part of the GemPad contract? Are you like forced to do the buyback, or is it like something that you just planning to do with the
No, it's
funds,
not
but the
first.
funds are free in your wallet, so you can still do whatever you want?
We have announced that we will take 20% of the raise, whatever it is. 20% we will do buybacks. Um, as you can see on the post-launch updates on GemPad, we are also partnered with a market maker firm, and they will take care of the
Yeah.
Okay,
buybacks.
so because I want to,
Also,
yeah, that's actually, I agree. That's actually a very good idea. Because to have a lower liquidity, also there's a much easier for it to dump, right? Like it's much easier for if G's sell, it's gonna go down a lot more
yeah.
percentage wise.
Yeah.
But that means they also get less money out of it, because the lower they crash the price, the less money they're gonna get out of it. Then it's easier to pump back, from the dip, kind of like, like in this case, like pumping from the dip back up. So lower liquidity is more volatile. You can make people that hold could be more rewarded, especially like you said, when you pair it with buybacks. Because I agree, I'd rather see, especially a fair launch, I'd rather see at 31% liquidity initially with 20% buybacks than a 51% with no buybacks, because that buyback, like even the threat of having a buyback, that's gonna make the pre-sale holders think twice about selling, right? Because what if they like, okay, well, what if I sell and that's when the buybacks start? They're gonna like, what,
Exactly.
panic? They're gonna panic sell. They never know when the buyback's gonna start.
Yeah.
They could be selling right at the bottom, so that makes you think twice about just dumping it for a loss and moving on, because it might just be selling at the bottom, like the guys that sold over here and then it pumped up, like 2x or something since that dip over
Uh,
there.
yeah, that was If you could change it back, we would have
Oh,
done it
this?
on the Ethereum side as
Yeah.
well.
The
Because
buybacks? Yeah.
51 is, in my opinion, is difficult to pump if you need to pump.
Especially with the fair launch. And I think that's a lot of times
Mm.
why the fair launches fail is because, first of all, everyone buys in, like wants to buy in. So there's nobody buying at launch, and then the liquidity is too sluggish. So it just ends up, people just end up selling, and then it's going to just die off.
I mean, worst
So,
case, you can still add liquidity. That's no problem.
yeah, exactly. So it all comes down to trust, because if it's not in the contract itself, because I know PinkCell, I believe they make it so the buybacks
Yeah,
is
they
part of
have
the.
it, but I know the system. You can't do buybacks at once. So you have every I think every 10 minutes you have to click buyback one BNB, one BNB, one BNB. So you can't really control.
Oh, with PinkCell, you have to do it that way. You can't just do it however you want.
Yeah, and that's why we had to go this way with
Yeah,
20%. People
we had to.
trust us, and we appreciate that they trust us. And
Yeah, because that's the big thing, right? With this type of thing, like you have to trust the devs, because you could just say, and then like you could run away with 70% of the raise if you want it, if
yes, yes,
nothing stopping that from happening. So there's a big trust factor in this case versus the one like you said with PinkCell, where you have no choice, you have to do the buyback because it's not even your
yeah, and
money,
then
it's in the launch
maybe
pad.
you do it. You waste the buybacks maybe because one BNB every 10 minutes doesn't
Yeah,
affect
and
really much.
especially if you do it every 10 minutes, it gets very predictable. So people just buy right before the buybacks and then
Yeah,
sell as soon as they're over, right?
So
Okay,
yeah,
so honestly, I think that's fairly, straightforward. What about the rest? So you said 20% was to the buybacks. What about the other 50%?
um, Selena, can you
yeah,
take it on?
yeah. So the first 2% goes to no, wait, let me see. One sec before I say something. One sec.
See if it's in the white paper. Don't.
Yeah. 2% goes to the do you mean just the tokenomics of the taxes or
No,
Well,
no,
for
he
now,
means
just
the
the
raising.
raise itself.
oh, the raise? Yeah. Isn't this all available in the tokenomics page?
No,
No, no.
that's just the tokens. That's just the
Well,
tokens.
the raising, I just can tell you. I mean, it's usually you need to pay the CMC, the listing stuffs. That's
Oh, oh yeah, that's right. You did say there's a top 10 centralized exchange listing. So this is pending. So you guys are in talks with this, right? So then, yeah, some of that raise might go towards that, right?
Yeah.
Fast
Because
track CMC, CG.
we have a market making on board and we're aiming to get us listed as well on an
yeah.
exchange.
Did this one get listed? This one or no?
No,
Sorry, the Ethereum one.
no.
But it was on CMC, right? This one got listed, I
Oh
think, on
yeah,
CMC.
on
Yeah,
CMC, CG, yes, the basics. I call them the
Ah,
basics.
yeah, the basic stuff. Okay. So you guys are planning to. So you already started the talks with the centralized exchange, but this is pending. So I'm sure it's not public info what
No,
exchange it
it's not
is.
public. Exactly, it's not public, but we can share that we are aiming for it.
Okay. And I know
That's
exchanges have a very strict guidelines on like tokenomics and how much tokens are, unlocked and free floating and all that stuff, right? Because a lot of
Mhm.
times projects have like a whole bunch of supply that's like either vested, but it's vested like shortly. And because
mhm.
exchanges don't want to list a project just for it to dump on them, right? They don't want to list a project and then like all of a sudden like 10% gets transferred into the exchange and just like dumps it, and then the exchange looks bad on the exchange, right? Because then it looks like it's a scam. They're having scam tokens. So it's very important for exchanges to have a lot of rules about like how much of it circulating and like free tokens, or if it's like in the liquidity, or if it's in like to people that bought it on the market, or not even pre-sale to pay for them, then that's fine. But like a lot of times, like what projects would do, they would have like a lot of tokens like maybe even 30%, like, for staking, let's say. But then they don't use it for staking. They just like dump it, like a lot of stuff. So exchanges want to make sure that doesn't happen. So this vesting, all these locked tokens, for example, centralized listing, I actually agree with this. 5%. 5 to 10% is a good amount for centralized exchange. You don't really need more than that. And projects that give like 20 or 30%, I know they're full of shit, because you don't need 30% of your supply for a centralized exchange. So this actually makes sense. Staking, the staking is not too bad either, 7%. Like, I like the tokenomics. I don't really have any issues with any of this stuff. And the locks, are they all okay? They're here. 30 days, 8 days, 8 days.
Yeah,
1
some
day.
of them we need right
Airdrops,
after the
1 day.
launch day.
Yeah, staking waifu, 1 day.
Staking, for example, marketing partnerships we might need also on launch day. But yeah, the people, they trust us, so, and they really have nothing to worry about.
So this one, the marketing
tokens.
partnership, is it all fully unlocked at launch? Basically, like these. I see the 1 day, 22 hours. Those are all 100% of it. It's going to be unlocked.
Yes, seems yes.
Okay, so
100.
51 to
But
70.
yeah,
So,
if we don't need it, we're gonna lock it again. I mean, that's no issue.
I do like the fact that GemPad did has these tabs now, so it's like you could go through and see all the different, because I haven't been on a GemPad presale in a while, so this is the first time. I think after you said the update happened not too long ago, so I like it how it's all breaking through. Okay, so I think tokenomics. Oh yeah, the one more thing. I noticed the Ethereum one had lower fees or lower taxes, and this one's slightly higher, but it's on BNB. Where's the taxes again?
Ethereum. It's usually. I mean, you usually launch with lower taxes. You have no utilities there mostly.
Yeah, the reason why the taxes are higher on the BSC chain is because we have those utilities to maintain.
Okay, so I see development team. I mean, it's not that bad, 6%. 6%. So are you gonna have any kind of like super tax or anti-snipe type of stuff like for launch?
Yes, on launch
for
day,
the first
everything is
blocks.
Okay. Okay, so I think we covered everything here for tokenomics wise. It's not too bad. The fact that the majority of the tokens are going to pre-sale. I like to see that, because believe me, if I see something like 5% is going pre-sale, then Nico's gonna have a very hard time in this AMA. And trying to explain why you think it's a good idea to get 5%.
Did that already happen to you? Was someone doing?
We had AMAs where it's like 1% to like investors.
What?
I'm like, you're kidding me, man. You came to us and you're gonna convince us to buy your pre-sale with 1% to investors, and you want to raise $1 million? What is this worth? 5 billion or whatever, like at launch? Give me a break.
So I guess it did not convince you.
No, I think they ended up crying.
Oh,
They say we're too tough on them. I don't even think that project ever launched, because I don't think we were the only ones who were like, well, this doesn't make any sense. But anyways, so honestly, this is like pretty good. Everything's fine. So let's go on into the utilities, because I did see a whole bunch of you have like there's some game, the battle game. There's the app you have. So you guys want to go over all those?
Yeah, of course, with pleasure. So we have a bunch of utilities on the BSC chain. We have the affiliate program. I think that's easy to understand for everyone. We implemented this also for people to boost their shillings. So whenever you introduce a friend into Catboy and you make them buy from your... Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, shit.
We can hear you.
Maybe she's restarting phone or internet.
Battery low, battery low. It's like warning, warning, battery low. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I think she will join right now. I think she got kicked or the battery. Yeah.
No, she's in here. Looks like.
Yeah, she joined now. She's back.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I gotta ask. I forgot about to ask about the fair launch.
Sorry?
About the fair launch.
Yeah.
Like what? Because I know like the whitelist presale. That's actually our favorite. Is like low cap, whitelist type presale. So why did you guys decide to go and like do a fair launch? Can't join voice chat? Is that what happening? Try to restart. Let me go. Try to restart.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay. I hear you.
Oh, okay. I was restarting my Telegram. I was just kicked out. I don't know why.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens to me. I don't know if you're on the phone or on the PC, but
Probably.
I get sometimes kicked out too. And then like a lot of times like an update. But
Oh, okay.
so I did have one more question about the not utility related was about the fair launch. What was the reason, like what convinced you guys to do a fair launch versus like whitelist presale? Because our whitelist presales is actually like our favorite type of presale
Mm-hmm.
because that one is a lot easier to get hyped, to get it pumping, get
Exactly.
FOMO
Yeah.
in there. But fair launch is a little bit harder, especially if you launch right after the ending of it. Then a lot of times it's not enough marketing or buy pressure at launch.
So yeah, like myself, I also like whitelisted pre-sales, but because we wanted to take another approach for Catboy and VSD, we connected with the marketing firm Cryptic, and we had also several meetings with GemPad that we were checking what kind of pre-sales are doing well. So we didn't want to just start a pre-sale and that's it. No, we wanted to have a pre-sale that is also sustainable on launch day, and also a reason why we chose GemPad. But yeah, because we were in contact with Cryptic, they advised us to do a fair launch. Fair launches are doing pretty well lately, and we didn't want to only limit it to people with a whitelist, so everyone can be able to buy in or not. But so yeah, that's it. We kind of were advised for it,
Okay.
and we did our research, and yeah, so we
So
did.
so they're doing well for the pre-sale, or they're doing well for the token, like at launch also, like the chart looks
Also,
good.
yes, also on the token on launch day, because pre-sale they just trying to get the whitelist, and I know the whitelist is also part of a marketing strategy, but that's not the same as like 2 years ago when people got a whitelist. They kind of treasured it, and when they
Yeah,
launched, they stuck around. But no, it's not the same
that's
anymore.
the
They just
thing. Right now, a lot. I know Pink Sale had that like the whole couple months ago. I think it's kind of dead now. Like what the meta was those like small cap whitelisted pre-sales, like 0.4 BNB max contributions, and then like but then like everyone kept on farming them with like a whole bunch of accounts, and they ended up dumping anyways, right? Like some of them did like 2-3x, but after they stopped like pumping, they're all like all the ones after, unless it was like a good project, were just like farms. It's just another way of farming because the
yeah,
whitelisters immediately dumped, and then it was just went straight to like negative below launch price, even though it was whitelisted, because a lot of these guys were just farming whitelist with a whole bunch
exactly.
of bots, or like they were just given. What I think what happened was it was the marketers, or the insiders from Pink Sales themselves. I think they were just given a whole bunch of whitelists to themselves. It was all inside jobs basically type of thing.
Oh yeah,
Where
that's
like
also a
that's
possibility.
why you have like 500 whitelist spots, and maybe you give 100 away to like actual community members that deserve like to win because they were doing all the tasks, they did all the the Zeely type of stuff. But then like
Mm-hmm.
the callers get like 30, 40 whitelists all to their own
Mm-hmm.
wallets, and they immediately dump the project kind of stuff. So
Exactly. And of course, we care about a pre-sale, but launch is more important because it's the project itself. And
yeah,
yeah, that's why.
definitely. And I think that no matter what kind of pre-sale you do, it really comes down to the team themselves, and if they could be trusted. Because like I said, like even a hyped whitelist, it could be just a farm and like a whole bunch of callers selling their whitelist immediately at launch. And a fair launch could
Indeed.
do well. It really depends on the devs and the team and what their purpose is. If they want to scam, if they want to make farm the investors, then they can. If they want to make it a good project, then they can. Right? It all really comes down to what the intentions are.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's good. Not I actually talked to them after the AMA, to kind of maybe get a good idea about, because you said that the fair launches have been pretty successful. So I'm kind of curious to actually look into that a little bit more. But okay, so other than that, like everything is fine. Let's go talk about the utilities then. So like you want to go over the utilities, all the different things you guys are doing?
Yes, I will. So let's open the GemPad page. The first utility that you will see is the Sora AI bot powered by OpenAI. I don't know if you saw the hype recently that OpenAI created a feature called Sora. But I don't know, it's a very coincidence, but we had our own AI bot named Sora prior to their announcement. So we have like an AI bot in our Telegram. She's amazing. She learns about the project. She learns about you. If you talk to her, she's just like a human, basically. We will so the utility on that part is we will create like a subscription plan. Everyone can use Sora and all her amazing features into their own Telegram group. So she's like, you can talk to her about anything. You can learn her about your project so that she assists your community. And so you don't need a lot of mods, basically. She's all in one. I don't know if you know the Rosebot, the famous Rosebot on Telegram. Those features will also be implemented in the SoraBot. Plus, you can generate images and everything else. And the text to video API will also be implemented as soon as it's live. So that's something really amazing that we have and proud. Next one is the affiliate program. Of course, if you have friends enough and you want to introduce Catboy to all your friends, you can earn on that. And 1% of what they buy in goes to you. And that will be taken away from the buy tax. So that's definitely a good idea if people want to earn some extra
This is
money
for
on the
the
side.
token, yeah, for the token
But
itself.
yeah, but it's not a one-time affiliate. For example, you are affiliate to a friend. Every buy of him goes towards you. The 1% goes towards you.
Yes.
So whenever he buys a dip or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
goes to you.
But it needs to be bought in through their generated link.
Yeah.
So, but that's gonna be also explained in our D app. Our D app is not live yet, but it will be very easy to use. It's not something very difficult. The next one in line that we have here on the list is the waifu chat. The waifu chat was always been introduced as the surprise utility, and now it's been revealed. Basically, we have an NFT collection called the waifu NFT collection. So we don't want to have like a basic NFT collection that you just can buy and sell and trade or stake, whatever. No, so we implemented AI into this. You can talk to your NFT, your waifu NFT, and the more you talk with her nicely, and make her like your love or whatever, you can evolve in the rank. So you will have like a relationship ranking system, and the more you talk with her, the more love letters you will receive, and those love letters contain tokens. So it's like a reward system. And that's waifu chat. We are planning to also implement that later on. We're still developing it because AI is still growing. To have it also on the App Store and Google Play Store. Talking about the NFTs being useful instead of staking and buying and whatever, we introduced also the battle game. We have the beta version will be live in our DApp as well. You can take your NFT into a battle, and you have to put like an amount of tokens that you want to bet in of how much you think your NFT will win. And you will take it into the battle, and they will fight against a computer-generated components. And if you win, you will get a percentage of the gaming pool. And yes, losing is part of the game. And if you lose, a percentage will go to the gaming pool. And that's how we also sustain the game and the rewards system. Of course, we have NFT staking and token staking and so many more. If you go to our white paper, we have a couple of more utilities, so we are very, very proud of to share with you guys. And basically everything is for the community. So on each utility, you will have like a reward. Wait, let's see. So yeah, the mystery box is our box where you can buy and mint your Slayer NFT. The waifu NFT is not available in our mystery box because we want to keep the rarity of the waifus. You can only earn a waifu through like events or certain things, and or if you're like a whale or an NFT whale, we will reward you with a waifu NFT so that you can use it to chat with. Of course, we have our own
Can you sell
marketplace.
your waifu NFTs? Like, if say you're tired of the wife and you want to get rid of her.
I don't think you're gonna be tired of her, honestly, because it's. I mean, it depends on how much you love anime and anime culture. But if you have a Catboy pass, you will be able to talk with your waifu in a very spicy way, like 18 plus, not safe for work kind of language. So I don't think you're gonna be bored. But other than that, yes, you will be able to put it in the marketplace.
Gabriel already buying like 5 of them, I think.
Well, I don't know if someone will leave their waifus. Well, let's see about it. I'm curious how people will react.
Can these NFTs actually be sold like on the marketplace?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been a long time, but you can stake it. So if you don't want to sell it, you can also stake it. So either way, if you don't want to talk to her, if you think like, I don't want to talk to my waifu, I can also earn from my waifu by staking it.
So basically putting her to work, sending her off for a 9-to-5 job.
Basically, yeah. So yeah, and next to that is, oh, sorry.
And have you guys sold them? Have these been on sale, right? Because I think some of the ones I said is sold out. Season 1 collection. Or those are all different. Those are all from like previous.
Yeah, exactly. Season 1 collection is the previous NFT collections.
Do they give you any kind of perks, or those are just more for like the collecting?
You can stake it, you can trade it or sell it, but to give them a purpose for this this time, we introduced the collector's book. So you can collect your Season 1 NFTs and put them in the collector's book and you can earn a much higher NFT at the end that you can also stake, and that will be more beneficial for you.
Okay.
And also, because they are sold out, the new investors that join, they want to have those as well to put them in the collector's book. So they will also be very rare in the marketplace. So it's going to be like a fighting between people like, hey, I want to buy this or sell this, just it's going to be crazy.
Okay. So the NFTs, do you guys have a rough number of how much sales you have so far, like dollar value of all the NFTs you guys sold?
Yeah. So this founders edition or Tycoon edition, Benny can talk more about that. How many we sold and how much it was.
We
Benny?
sold how many? I think it was around 1K
Yeah.
boxes. Yeah, they were very hyped. Everyone went crazy, wanted to buy some boxes.
What was the price on the boxes?
Well, if I'm honest, it was very expensive, but back then no one cared. I don't know, maybe different times they bought. We just put an amount of one BNB. It started with one BNB, and
Okay.
you have to know back then BNB was even more expensive, or not same price. Now it's same price.
So
They
like,
bought it
do you
for
have an
one
idea
BNB,
how much?
but it was not 1K boxes, one BNB, but we started to lower it because we noticed it's too expensive. We lowered it to until 0.25 or 0.2. I'm not sure anymore.
Okay.
And
And
you're
do you have
also
like
able to buy it with tokens, not only with BNB.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can choose.
They could choose it. They could choose if you want to buy in tokens or BNB.
And how much sales has it generated? Like roughly, like say 50,000. You have like not like exact, just rough ballpark
Oh, I can't
estimate.
tell you the exact amount because we always used it to
Not
pay
exact. I mean, like
things.
like 10K, 20K, 50K, just like
Yeah,
rough
I
idea.
would say it was around
20K. Okay.
20K. And the most were tokens. The most people bought in tokens. So with that money, we just put in the staking pool. Was another solution to have tokens for the staking pool.
I see. So the tokens that were bought, I mean, the NFTs that were bought with tokens were put into staking. What about the revenue from like BNB NFT? Let's say someone bought like 5 BNB. What'd you use for that revenue for?
Yeah, like I mentioned, we
Just paying for stuff?
paid back
Yeah,
then. We spent
that's
so much money on marketing. It was if I would tell you the numbers, it was crazy. So, and back then the prices were way higher. If you went on CMC trending or whatever, you paid 5 figures more.
yeah. Back then was a different story than now. But to answer your question, every sale that goes from the NFTs will go back to the project because that's an ecosystem on its own.
Exactly.
Besides, wait, let me see. There's one thing. One sec. Yeah, basically, yeah. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, the sales from the NFTs and such, the battle game, everything goes back to that pool. So everything will be just sustainable, and it's not that we have to
Generate
take
funds for
from
more
another
for the
wallet
project.
and get stuck. Because that was something that was not the case in the previous Catboy project, and we wanted to change that. So that's why we introduced the system.
Okay, that's good. So these NFTs they're gonna basically use for staking and fighting. So the game, where's the fighting game, battle game? Is that one available to play, or is there an ETA for it?
No, It will be live as soon as the DF goes live, and it should be on launch day. It is, like I said, a beta version, so it's just so you have to put your NFT on your screen, and you will pick your power potion if you want to, and then you have to click on fights, and you will fight against the computer-generated opponents. And then there will be like an animated screen on your screen, like a fight scene, a cut scene, and then you will see if you won or not.
Is there like a preview of it, the graphics, like the fight scene? I mean, have you guys released
Yeah,
any
you can
videos
see
on that?
it on the buy bot.
That's
It basic,
we have put the buy bots with the cutscene of the battle game. So
Okay.
whenever you fight, you will see that exact same cutscene.
Okay, and is it so the battle? Is it just is there skill involved, or is it more of like power rating versus power rating, like whoever stronger wins? Or
Yeah, it depends on the rarity that you have. Of course, the stronger and the higher rank of your NFT, the more chances you have. And to increase your power, you can buy a power potion. So there is an option to make your NFTs like stronger.
so what happens if you win? Like what's the purpose of the battles?
So the purpose of the battle is it's like a bet game, but like how should I say it? Like an innocent bet game. That's how I would refer it. So when you put your so you pick any Slayer NFT. Only the Slayer NFT can be used, by the way, for the battle game.
yeah,
When you
season 2.
pick any of that Slayer NFT collection, you will pick it. You will have to put the amount of tokens that you want to bet with, and do everything around, and then go to fight. If you win, that means that 50%, or I don't know, yes, of whatever you have put will be added into your wallet. So you will claim extra tokens. If you lose, that amount of money that you bet with goes towards the gaming pool.
The gaming pool. Yeah.
But
Wait,
do
hold on. So if
Mhm.
you let's say I bet 100 tokens, if I
Mhm.
win, I'm only gonna win 50, but if I lose all of it.
Yeah.
But isn't that bad? That's bad
Well,
odds.
no, really, because the winning chances are higher. That's something that should be also written in.
Oh, so you have a higher chance. So you're not like
Yeah.
fighting someone like your equal level, like you're fighting someone lower power rating, or
Well, we also give you the chances to buy the power potion, so it also depends on you if you want to take the
Yeah.
risk or not.
And at the end,
I
it's on
see.
your end if you want to risk or not. So, yeah.
So what's like the odds of winning?
I think we haven't put the numbers out there, but it's higher than losing. That's what I heard
Yeah,
from the
because
developer.
I feel like if you only win 50% of the time, or no, you win 50%, then your win rate needs to be like, I don't know, like 70% or something to
Mhm.
break even. So what's going to happen is if the win rate is not good enough to break even, no one's going to play. But if it is good enough to the point where you could like make money on it, they're just going to spam that battle all day long and, win tokens.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not. You have a limit. You can't play all day long the battle game. We put like a limit of one day.
Okay.
One per day, because of course even if it's a betting game, we don't want to like make people addicted to something that's gonna be bad for them or ruin the whole ecosystem. So you can only play it once a day, and there's also a limited amount of tokens that you can put in. So it's not something that's gonna be dangerous for you as well. But
is
that's
it going to create volume on the chart, or is it going to create volume because you could just make it so every time someone battles, like the tokens they bet is going to be like a buy for like on the chart, or like a sell or something. And then when they win, it's a buy. You know what I mean? Something like that. So like
that's
battling
actually a
actually
very
creates
good
volume.
question. That's a very good question. Honestly, I didn't. I think that's a question that I should ask the dev. Unfortunately, he's not here, but I will come back to you for that. That's a very good question.
Yeah, because I feel like if you guys should make it to where it's like all these utilities are gonna tie into the actual like token on the chart. That way, like it's
Yeah,
gonna have a purpose to generating
the
more
thing
volume.
is
Let's say what
when you buy the power potion or the repeat potion or the NFT itself, that's that money will go back to the project. So either way, it will go back to the chart. So
yeah, so something like the money goes to the project, and but then see
I
that's
get
the
I
thing.
get what you mean. I really like this question. Honestly, it's a very good one. Like I said, I will ask my the dev flow, and we'll definitely come back to you on that.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like for you guys to make these battle games and all those other things have a good purpose tied in with the tokens and the utilities, to have some kind of connection between the token and like the chatting app and the battle. Yeah, it'll be good to like either like they added to staking, but like if there's a way to make it into the chart first before it goes somewhere else, like buybacks or whatever,
But
that
I
would be
do
good.
think it's gonna be like a buy on the chart, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't really say it to you with 100% accuracy. So I need to ask the dev. But
Yeah, I think if you make the battle where it's actually in BNB, like in BNB, you have to pay BNB, then you can make it a buy on the chart. Because then someone say buys or wants to battle with like $10 worth of BNB, so you would send the BNB, and then that BNB would actually buy on the chart, and that those tokens could go to like staking. That's probably be a good way to do that.
yeah, but then at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because we have to put that amount back in the gaming pool. If it can go,
Yeah, it'll go
it
to
can go
staking.
both ways. Yeah.
It's like cycles through.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's enough. I mean, we have a good idea of all that how that works, and I think I pretty much have everything. Also the chat bot, is it open AI chat GPT API? Did you guys do any custom
It
training
is custom.
on it?
No, it's not gonna be a boring ChatGPT chat. Absolutely not.
So it's all
We paid her.
customized.
Yes, because
Okay.
every waifu has her own character, and she has her own way of speech and interests. So that's also something that we did. So each individual NFT has her own character basically, and we had to make that API from scratch. And of course, because it's not safe for work, it can go very far the way how
Yeah,
she speaks,
very far.
and
It's
OpenAI does not support that. So definitely, it is not just a basic OpenAI API.
Okay. So who is the developer for the AI part of it? Is it one of your team members that
Yes,
wanna?
that is Dan and Flo, but the whole idea is from our side. So so it's just us all together basically.
Okay, that's good. So I think that's all my questions, guys. I have. Oh, one thing I would like to say. I see that launch is immediately after pre-sale.
4
I
hours
would,
later.
yeah, a couple hours. Okay, yeah, 2 hours.
Mhm.
Or I honestly, I don't know. Maybe to see how it goes because it's sometimes it's better to have like a day or two in between to
Yeah,
get
I know.
extra
We
marketing.
normally would have done that, but we couldn't, just because of our devs, and we had to use the same day. So just yeah, hopefully we'll have a good, successful pre-sale and launch. It shouldn't be really affecting it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, so I think as long as you guys do good, marketing for the launch too after pre-sale, everything, so it should be fine. Okay, so I think that's all the questions I have as of now. So let's open it up to the community. Does anyone else have any questions? Anybody?
Maybe again, like last time, you covered everything. Uh, I don't think so. Did someone? I can't see the
The question is when moon.
when moon. Yeah, when moon. When. Yeah, we will do our best. We have an amazing crypto marketing team, Cryptic on board.
I know we like Cryptic actually. Yeah, they're really good. Probably the guys that I would trust the most current in this for
Great.
marketing. So we've seen a lot of different marketers, and I think Cryptic is definitely up there. You know, like there's some that we found to do a lot of shady things, but I know Cryptic's been around. They've been doing really good, and I feel like their projects they bring are all solid projects. So.
Yeah, we had also a very good connection with them. Great meetings, and they're very, very good people. So yeah, I'm glad that we are working together with them, and also the market making on launch day. And yeah, we have everything set, and we hope for the best. Of course, we do our best, but of course we can't really control everything. Like I'm very realistic person, but of course we're doing our best. We have Cryptic, CLS, we have GemPad this time. I just hope for a good time for Catboy.
Okay, thank you. So if there's no more questions, last call, anyone? Do you guys want to do like a closing statement?
Yeah, that's fine. So, okay, don't want to ask questions, that's fine. If you still have any questions that comes to you later, please feel free to join our community. Me personally, or the owner or great, amazing team will assist you. Please join us and check our Sora bots and generate your profile pictures. She's amazing. Just try it out. You won't regret it. Also, we have like a Zealy contest going on, and the Sora, but we have also contest going on with Sora. So generate an image, post it on Twitter, tag us, and you'll be eligible to win. So yeah, basically that's it. I would love to see you all on launch day, and check also our waifu chat commercial on YouTube. It's posted on our GemPad if you scroll down. So definitely have a look on that. And that's basically it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having us, Auntie Ruggers. And see you soon.
Thanks for coming. Good luck on the pre-sale and also at launch. And I'll see you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you very
thank
much.
you.